also have the land taken away, we get it either the land back or the. That was actually a recommendation from the task force that would accomplish. So that is what we're looking for 2025, and we would love for the members who author legislation are co-author it. So that is why we're here. Wanted to inform you, and we all wanted to just take a brief minute to tell you why reparations is important to us. So I'll go first, and we'll go around the room, and we will we'll close here. So reparations. I'm here because I grew up in Los Angeles. My family, both sides of my family, came from the South in the 1940s. They were fleeing Jim Crow. They thought California would be a haven for them, but unfortunately, when they got here, there was actually Jim Crow in Los Angeles. They couldn't move in certain neighborhoods, and that led to a decline of wealth, which had a domino effect on the community. So by the time I came of age in the 80s and 90s, that there was a lot of urban decline, and we had issues with gangs and drugs, and I understood later on that it was due to the unjust policies. And that's a nationwide problem that we see throughout the nation. And I believe California has a unique role. We've been leaders before. We said we made marijuana legal, gay marriage legal, and that happened federally. We believe the same can happen for reparations. And look where we're at right now. Our nation's at a crossroads. We just had an election where the forces trying to bring our nation back. California could play a role in pushing our nation forward. So it's very important that reparations is done correctly, because it's not just about California, it's about the soul of our nation. So that's what I'm here.
Yeah, so I'm here because it's just, so much that I've learned in the past years, and I know where I've benefited from generational wealth, and with this inequity, the enormous wealth gap, right? White families in general have 10 times as much wealth as Black families. We are never gonna have any kind of equitable society or fair. I think of this as I get older, my legacy for my kids. The legacy should be a more equitable society, and we can't, no matter what, we can't do it when a part of the population stole the labor and wealth from others and benefited from it, and we're not doing anything to make restitution. The reparations have been given to other groups, both in California and in this country and around the world, and it helps. And yes, so it's time for our legislators to look at it and realize this is for the benefit of all of us, and it's absolutely necessary. This is the time.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I was kind of put into it and just knowing where God lined up with it, because he said in his word that we would get reparation. He didn't give us the exact date and time, but my spirit said it's now. Mm-hmm. So doing the street ministry is what I do for Sacramento. I live in a 30-foot long limousine that's parked in front of the Capitol. So I'm always around this community of downtown. So I know from just looking at the communities what's missing: money, opportunity, the growth. So we can't get that where we're at now, just getting a normal job. You're surviving on your job because it's a high-end paying job. But for those that can't get to those $20 an hour, maybe $15 an hour, they'll never be able to come where we need to be. The reparation will restart that. Because my whole movement for God's Children, Lives Matter, and Homeless for Heaven is to start businesses. Any kind of business. Business that you would need even with clean cobwebs. So that's my part of putting in and coming across the track to make this grow.
It's Jason, right? Mm-hmm. So Jason, what part of did you relocate here?
I'm from Roseville.
You're from Roseville. Okay, no, well. So you probably don't know Bend the Arc. Bend the Arc is a pursuing justice organization for Jewish people throughout the country. We have specifically an organization here across the state in California, and we are supporting CJAC. We are supporting the Coalition for Just and Equitable California, because we know as Jews that you can't just apologize. There is something that goes along with apologies. Otherwise, we just repeat the past. And we're just adamant that we not repeat the past, and that's what's happening currently. We're actually currently complicit in repeating the past. And so we just have to support this. So I'm hoping, again, that the Assembly member might author or co-author. So hopefully, yeah.
Okay, hey Jason. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. called the country out on its bounce check that returned insufficient funds in the Bank of Justice reparations can't wait. The government has previously heretofore has a precedent of paying direct monetary reparations to farmers, veterans, natural disaster victims, Jewish Holocaust during World War II, and just to name a few groups. It's an injustice economically and socially, the manner in which this country has disparately related and responded to the African American American freedmen in this country. And because California leads the country in so many ways, I implore you to employ your superior to make reparations a priority. Not just something to think about, a priority, and let's give reparations now. And because California leads the way, if it happened in California, the model has been set, 21 through 23, that they planned that, and so let's make it happen.
I'm Carol. I mean, one of the reasons I support reparations is because I'm 70 years old. I was here when Dr. Martin Luther King was marching and protesting and boycotting. I was in this country moving towards the American dream for everyone. Unfortunately, here we are in 2025, and I'm sorely disappointed because that reality has not happened, even though we've had many opportunities to move this forward, particularly in the public policy agendas. So I would like to see us use reparations as a catalyst for completing the dream that was started or before Dr. Martin Luther King, up to Dr. Martin Luther King's time until today. So that's why I think reparations is important today, so that we can finally approach that American ideal that we've heard so much about throughout our lives.
Yeah, hi, my name is Reggie, and I'm with CJ, Coalition for Adjustment from California. And yeah, my goal is to help push these bills and awareness of what reparations is to a lot of people who don't know. A lot of people don't know that California was a slave state when it was classified none. But if you look at all the atrocities that went on, there was one lady who had to walk all the way from the south to here because she was to be American. But you feel me? So for us to walk here, that was very crucial. And when we got here, the atrocities that happened, the original sins when you stole us from Africa, then you came here, you raped us, you made us Americans, African Americans. So now it's time. Now it's time for you guys to pay us for everything that you've done to us. So I just wish that you guys would do what you did last year. It got far. We went through 3 appropriations meetings in the Senate, and it went through 3, passed the Senate, and it went through 3 in the Assembly, but it was ordered not to be on the floor. So I wish you guys would have morals and understand that it is something that's owed to us. If you look at the economic wealth gap, 24,000 the average Black makes in America. A white person averages $180,000. That's 164,000. So we have economic. As far as Papa was a Rolling Stone, where he left was alone. We don't have no money to get down nobody, you know what I mean? So we need that for our generations to come. So I just wish that you guys would, just reconsider what happened last year and know that we really, really need this for our people. Thank you.
And also that we were paying attention to what happened last year. And we are not going to turn away from this effort. We're going to stand strong to the end. So.
And then lastly, I support reparations because redlining, Jim Crow, the war on drugs, mass incarceration, the school to prison pipeline, environmental terrorism, economic terrorism, unfair treatment in education and in the workplace have cost every generation of my family, currently 4 living generations, millions of accrued wealth. Another reason why I support reparations is because a just California is a better California for all Californians. And so in closing, we just want to thank you for taking time to meet with us today. We want to get your contact information. So
Absolutely.
I see we have all of these
Yeah,
cards.
that's Jason. I am back there somewhere, I believe. That's
Jason
me on the left there. And if you need more, I can
Dillard
grab more.
told?
Yeah, that's me. I think I might be out,
Awesome.
but I got some more in the back there, so I can grab those.
Yeah.
If you have
can we
any-
have a few?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have any leave behinds, I'd be happy to take those as well and pass along to the
Yeah.
boss. I know
We
she
do.
has.
We have one
But
handout.
Thank you very much.
Along the
Yeah.
Central Coast is where she represents.
That's where she represents. I'm sadly not from there. As much as during the summer, I'd like to be from there.
But there's a,
That's reserved. Do you have any questions for us or the?
I don't think so right now, but once when I look through it and stuff like that, if I have anything, is there a good contact for me to reach out to?
Yes,
If there's
let
anything?
me see, if not, can we just follow up with you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll follow up with you and
Yeah, definitely.
thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
And you can
for-
also go to our website,
Okay.
cjc-official.org, and it'll give you can see the 1,100-page document that came from the study.
Oh, yeah, he's getting more cards.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I do-
Okay,
I do
yeah.
have one.
That's fine. Let's just go in the hall and debrief, and I'm gonna, like, you gonna take over Iris from here because I gotta
There's
go.
also an executive summary that's kind of
Okay.
a shorter version of the report. Has a lot of valuable information.
Well, he's on it. He's went through it already, so that's good to hear. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Don and Darko
That's
really
good.
highlighted it all, and I was able to go through parts that I was really curious about and kind of get some more detail, which is great. So definitely, yeah, I really appreciate it all. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're gonna get us your
Yes,
card,
I'm gonna grab
right?
those right now.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Yeah, okay. Look, and there's
how long have you been on her staff?
What was that?
How long have you been on her staff?
Understaffed, I don't think we're not necessarily,
On her staff, I said.
oh, on her staff, who's understaffed? I was like, oh, yeah, a lot of staff in there. I've been on her staff for now for 2 years, so I came in as when she got sworn in, December of 2022. So, yeah, so it's been a fun ride. It's been moving quick, but it's been a lot of fun. So, and please obviously feel free to come on by again as this session progresses, and I'm hoping I'll see you all again.
Thanks, Tracy.
As this goes on.
Send a message to me since I'm in Sacramento. I'll jump
Yeah,
in.
definitely.
Yeah, 30
I was putting
organizations.
online
Thank
earlier,
you
so
so
yeah,
much. Okay,
definitely.
good.
I really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it. Thank you.
much for paying attention.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mhm.
And I own a limousine service.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's actually in front of the Capitol right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
But I'll be making a lot of trips around the city to help out the city in general.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Because me, I run the street ministry, so Homeless for Heaven and God's Children Life Matter. I want to go in the city hall part of the night to speak to my simple needs, tools and trucks,
Gotcha.
one of each.
y'all just go.
And I'll put them to work.
Okay, so go
All right,
ahead.
thank you very much.
You guys are gonna go to the.
And Reggie's got the list.
If anyone sees Chris,
Reggie.
tell him.
Oh,
You guys are gonna go to our next meeting. All right, good job, guys. I'll see you later.
God bless you all.
So hopefully Chris will get
53.
He'll find you, but just keep going with,
Talk to you.
but just keep going without him.
But, I mean, did he eat or anything? He been moving?
Well, he ain't dead, so.
If you see him, we're gonna do like all the 5th floor and then we'll go do all the 6th floor.
Right, okay, good job, y'all.
We never had all
Thank you.
So, I mean,
God bless you.
This is only 10.
this is typically
320.
Hey, what's up, Friday?
Well, that was something simple right there.
Oh, okay. Okay,
How to
cool.
make
Okay.
it all happen.
Hello.
Are you able to chat with us for a few minutes? Are you chief of staff or legislative director?
Yeah, no, they're all out. They're all doing a budget related thing right now. But
Well, who are you?
I'm the scheduler for the office.
scheduler.
Yes,
I feel like that could, yeah, okay, can we just go, it's just gonna be like 5 minutes of your time, if even that.
Yes, of course. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. So my name is Iris Peoples. I'm with CJAC, which is a coalition for a just and equitable California, and we're here today to educate and advocate on reparations bills. The bills that we are advocating for, are for an agency for the bills. As you know, there is like a big hoopla that happened back at the last legislative session. So we want the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency to come to fruition. We also want a fund for that agency. We also want from that agency a portion of the funding to be prioritized to our seniors. And what was the fifth one? I can't think of. The land?
Well, I was waiting to
The
hear from you.
land, oh my
Right,
goodness,
right,
how could I
property.
forget the land?
1050.
Right.
So the land
SB
has
1050.
been stolen.
Yes, a returning of the land, or if the land cannot be returned, monetary compensation at fair market value to the families that the land was stolen from. So those are our 5 wishes. We will leave some documentation with you, and we will follow up with you. And then for now, we're gonna go around and tell you basically in about a minute or so why reparations are important to us, so that you can just take that back to the staff, please. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Hi, I'm Lynn Berkeley Baskin. I actually live locally, do a lot of legislative work. I'm also with, so CJAC is supported by a lot of other organizations. I'm one of those organizations too, then the ART. We are a Jewish organization, national Jewish organization, and in California supporting CJAC specifically because of the compelling moral reason for restitution, right? This is not just about saying I'm sorry, which we know that happened, but it's about returning the land, setting up the agency, making sure the money is given to people who have been harmed. That's what really needs to be done, and I'm hoping that's what you'll tell the legislature. Thank you.
Absolutely. Stops us on the route, so what can happen to?
Hi, my name is Jacqueline.
Oh, it is? Is this Senator Backers?
I said we were
Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Oh, Alvarez,
Yes,
yeah.
you're
I thought
in
you
San
said,
Diego.
yeah, I thought you said that
Senator.
you took over Senator Bradford. That's what I was hearing in my head
Oh,
now.
no.
Alvarez.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I knew whose part.
Please do, please do.
Awesome,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
So my name is Jacqueline McMahon. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. I'm representing Larry. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. called the country out on his bounced check that returned insufficient funds by the Bank of Justice in this country. Reparations can't wait. That's the message that needs to be promoted. This government has a precedence of paying direct monetary reparations historically to farmers, veterans, for natural disasters, and of course, everybody knows and talks about the Jewish Americans during World War II. Just to name a few of them. It's an economic and social injustice, the manner in which African Americans, descendants of chattel slavery, have been denied in this country. And so because California leads the way, and 2023, well, since 2021, when Dr. Shirley Weber initiated the task force and stuff, a lot of great work has been done. We know this is 2025, and it's a different kind of, we know who holds the future. We don't know what the future holds, okay? But in that light, because California tends to lead the way, and the country and the whole world's watching, and as of 2023, some real legitimate foundation has been worked on, has been moved. We just like in 2025 for that work to continue, to the ask that Iris talked about for those to be brought back to the floor, and or the bills be reintroduced, brought back to the floor, and so progress can be made.
Hi, I'm Deborah Levy. I'm from San Francisco, and I'm with the San Francisco Black and Jewish Unity Coalition. And here to speak for reparations because it's the right thing to do and we owe it. And it's also the only way I can see us getting to, there's so many social issues that we cannot solve with this huge inequity that we have of wealth. White families in general have 10 times as much wealth as Black families. And so, how do we expect to have a society where everybody's able to participate equally? It's not good for any of our families if we don't attend to this. And there's momentum now. This beautiful report has come out, and it's time to take some action.
My name is Reggie with CJ Coalition for a Just Right in California. We're here for reparations. And reparations mean repair, to repair. And there's a lot of damage been done to us, physical, mental, financial, and the gap, the wealth gap is very, very, very bad for us. If you can understand, 24,000 is what an average Black makes in America. 188,000 what the average white makes in America. So that's 164,000 gap, and the way that's happening is because, that's just the way it is. We're not given anything. But however, the original sin, it has to be dealt with. We didn't ask to be brought over here. We were brought over here as slaves. And so, I think that America has this chance to get right with us as far as just making things back. You know what I'm saying? Back like they say they have trust, and this is America, and they're the great, and we built this country, so pay us for building this country. You guys, we made cotton king, we made wood king, we made everything that gold king, especially in California. They say California wasn't even a slave state, but it was. So we're just looking at you guys put these bills back on the floor and vote yes on SB 1403, 1331, and 1050. And I yield.
Amen. My name is Reverend Paul Bryan Sr. I run Prayer in God's Street Ministry in Sacramento, Homeless for Heaven, and God's Children Might Matter. God said in his word that we would get this reparation. So I'm holding him to his word. So we got to hold you accountable as well. Because it's only stopping here, and it shouldn't. Because you can see through the blind eye that we don't have nothing and that we deserve something. A lot of the world wouldn't have even evolved if it wasn't for what we put into it. So I'm praying that you'll get this simple understanding and give us what we deserve, so we don't have to keep coming back every day. Because being the fact I'm in Sacramento, you're going to see a big black excursion limousine pulling all around this thing, circling like a hawk until y'all come outside so I can talk to you again and again and again and again. Then I'm going to follow you home. Really. Don't underestimate me. No.
I
No,
just
but-
want to speak on the misconception people have. Reparations is not a handout. We're not begging
Amen.
for something that we didn't deserve or earn. This
Amen.
is repair for the harms that have been done throughout the history of this country and which continue today. And apparently our legislators have turned a blind eye to our needs and desires and the accomplishments we've offered to this country. And at this time, we feel like it's time for us to be repaid for all of the free labor. We built this country and we've basically been ignored. I think it's time for us to be brought into the fold, into the table. And that's why reparations is not a handout, it's repair for harms done and which continue to be done. So that's why I support reparations. And I hope that your boss will also consider supporting reparations as well, because we are not done, we will be back. And we just want to make clear what our intentions are. So, as we stated earlier, we're here today to educate and advocate for reparations bills. And, so thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today. We love to get your contact information so we can follow up. Also, we have a package of information to give you and your team. Our contact information is in the package. Again, we thank you so much for your time. But before we go, do you have any questions for us?
I don't have any particular questions. I think the gentleman mentioned a couple of bills that were the ones from last year, and the ask is for them to come back this year. So I'd be looking forward to the new bills, the bill numbers as they do refresh every year.
Right,
So
yeah.
getting that update from you.
1331, 1403, and
1050.
1050.
Are
Yeah.
those already the new?
Those
No.
are-
No,
those
no.
are-
Last year.
So we
Yeah.
have, today is your only second day in session, so we don't know the new numbers, okay? So.
Yes, of course, yes.
But those were last year's numbers, so.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to the progress, you know, I mean, I'm also a person of color, I'm Filipina, but I'm also an immigrant, excuse me, as well. So I totally empathize with you and, you know, kind of the hostility sometimes, being in the country and being kind of the other person. So I appreciate your efforts coming into the building and, you know, doing the good work here. And I look forward to seeing how the movement goes and hopefully we see some more change. I'd be happy to take the.
Do you have a
packet.
card with your name
Yes,
on
of
it?
course.
Yeah, I think we got a team of,
Yeah, I'm the scheduler for the office. My name is Cleo.
Oh, I got one of yours.
Oh, yes.
I know I did.
okay, so I
And
got
do you have?
Assemblymember Alvarez card, but I didn't get your.
Yeah. How's it, sir?
You on?
Good, yourself?
Good, good, thank you.
Like, what's going on? There's a bunch of black people in this building today.
Yeah. I thought she said nigga.
I did too.
I'm a nigga.
Yeah, some damn something, say something, native something.
Oh, man. But she said she Latino? Oh, what is she? Oh, no, Asian or something?
Filipino, I think.
Filipino, huh? Yeah.
Every other culture got a rights. Blacks ain't got no country. Think about that. We ain't got no country.
Where's Negro?
Yeah,
Where is Negro?
yeah, was it with Atlanta?
Japanese, Japanese from Japan, Chinese.
Yeah, Russia from Russia,
Where's
but we
Negro?
don't have, but we've been in all their countries.
Right.
See, so we got black Russians over there, we got black Chinese over there, but this is where the worldwide black unity is to come together. To get foods in other countries, because that's how they win. They get stuff from other countries, they send it over here, they sell it, because it's cheaper.
Right.
So if we get to tap in all these people in other countries, that's how, like I say, we can make reparations. That's how I look at it. With everything that we got to back us up. Huh?
We can't make reparations.
No, it's just taking back over. Like now, sad as it is, Diddy gone, Suge gone. So the industry is back open for the bigger next level. So once we put that in and put it into the pot, that's where we're gonna get it.
Okay, I feel like she learned.
I mean, they gonna give us so much. I know they ain't gonna not give us no money.
Okay, so now we gotta go to the 6th floor, right? Let's start with.
The elevator right behind.
Where's the Bonta lady?
Yeah.
Where's the Bonta lady at?
Oh, that's all.
It is 3:30
Do you have,
p.m.
see, that's what, that's why they do not have everything. Because we received it. So far.
Oh, she just got right, yeah.
Look at the mob, y'all.
But that's
Look
what
at the
it is.
mob. Tough as ready, tough as nails. We out here, we don't give a damn. 'Cause we doing a movement that you need to understand.
Well, maybe she's not.
We're not up in here just to chew gum.
Where's LOV?
Where's LOV
390? LOV 390.
Yeah, I was just wondering
Well,
about that.
that.
Who's that? I wanna go see.
Let's do the 6th floor and then. Come in there.
They fell asleep down there. Tell them, come on.
She has a job call, she said, so she was taking a job call, but Iris was doing it.
But there's 4 on the 6th floor. And then, you're right, we should go with Sunday on the dollar.
We going up to 6?
4:30. Okay, so we have an hour.
Hey, we need to hear Bonta first.
Where's Monty?
That's a
Bonta's downstairs.
If you want to, we can do that.
I would hit Bonta at the top of the hour, unless, because she's probably not in.
That's what
there
she
you
has
go.
to
Nobody
be
that
there.
does it.
I said she has to be there, so.
Yeah, because she'll be in a meeting.
All the people, all the legislators seem to be like. So get her at 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, okay, so let's do the 6th floor.
So we're going to take issue.
We back in now.
Yeah, but that's-
We're going down. And then we'll plan to go down at 4:50.